In his song, Cold, Cold Heart, hillbilly Shakespeare Hank Williams sang, "You'll never know how much it hurts to see you sit and cry. You know you need and want my love, yet you're afraid to try." Like any relationship, our garden requires a commitment. After an historic Alabama snowfall, we make spring preparations, despite the conditions outside. But first, let's make a flower arrangement.
Whenever we talk, you're going to talk into that camera right there. You see it?
No, I'm going to talk to that.
You want to talk to that one?
You can talk to that one too.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to this one here.
Hey everybody, I'm Dylan.
I'm Heidi.
I'm Indiana.
Welcome to our home in Florence, Alabama. It is January 23rd. Is that right?
It's very cold outside. We don't have a lot going on in the garden today. We've got our little sister here with us to help us make an arrangement. She's spending the weekend with us.
Today we are specifically going to use flowers that we got at the grocery store because we don't have any flowers in our garden right now. You don't have to be a gardener to make flower arrangements, and even when you don't have anything, or in a pinch and you just want to get something from the local grocery store, it can still look beautiful.
You ready, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what any of these are called, but when I am looking for flowers at the grocery store, the first thing that I'll look for is the foliage. We've talked about this before, how I start my flower arrangements with the foliage, the greenery. Usually there's two types of greenery. They'll have, this is warm colored greenery, so it has more of like a yellow tint to it. Then they had a version of cooler colored greenery, which is like eucalyptus and a little bit more of like a gray, bluish tinted greenery. And you want to choose the one that is going to look the best with the flower that you pick. One of the things that we did in the garden was in the fall, we prepared for winter. I've got quite a few wood chips out there.
Heidi's very proud of her mulch pile.
I'm very proud of my mulch pile. I found out that if you call a local tree service, a lot of times they'll offer to bring out their wood chips that they have left after they've cut down trees, and they'll bring it to your yard. That's free mulch. Now, if you live in Florence, Alabama, I would encourage you to not call because I'm on a waiting list now. So.
I've also been planting bulbs.
Yes, we've got a bulb planter, which was so helpful this year. I wish you had been there to plant the bulbs with us. It was pretty fun. We planted daffodils and tulips.
The dragons one.
Snapdragons, yeah, we'll be planting those in the spring.
The dragon one.
She knows I like snapdragons. We sowed sweet peas. So with sweet peas, I'm trying this year to grow them over winter. So I soaked them overnight in the fall, and then I sowed them out in the garden and just kind of let them grow on their own. And they've got little bitty seedlings coming up, so I think they're gonna do well this spring.
What's that?
That's a hydrangea.
Yeah, it's a hydrangea. It's pretty big, huh? It's about as big as your head. You want to smell it? Does it
Probably
smell
doesn't
good?
have much of a smell.
No, it doesn't really smell.
It's an exciting time. I know it seems like there's not a lot going on outside in the middle of winter, but that's when you prepare. It's a lot of work to prepare for spring. I've been working on a second rose bed.
Yep, we're very excited.
We've got quite a few rose bushes coming in the spring that we'll plant.
That's pretty, huh? Oh yeah, you can hold on to that one. Sure. Would you like to put one in? Okay.
I come do it.
Okay, you can really put it in anywhere you want, no rules. Oh yeah, it's a really good spot. Ah, great job, Annie Boone.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. So we've got a little pop of color going on here. These are grocery store flowers, so sometimes they have some little brown spots on them, so I just pull those off. Sometimes they're not even worth putting them in there, and that's fine. That's just part of it. You want to put it in there? I'll help you. Unlike here, see, we've got a stem with just one single spray rose. Cut the other parts off that we're not going to use. There you go. There's no thorns on this rose, so that's good. So once you've hopefully walked around your neighborhood and found out some things that you want to plant in your garden, the next step is just to try, to just do it.
We certainly spent the last year trying new things, and I feel like we've learned quite a bit. This is maybe our third year of gardening. Indy, you helped us last year start a meadow, and what it became was great food for the deer. This year we're going to take extra precautions, and we planted it in the early fall last year, and so this year we're going to try planting it in the spring, and I think it'll do better this time.
That's one fun thing too about gardening. It's a fun thing that...
I love them.
You love gardening? Yeah, it's pretty fun to all get to do together.
If I tickle you.
The thing that I'm most excited about now, I think, is I'm about to start some seeds. I love starting seeds.
1, 2.
This is not the only way to start seeds. This is how I start seeds to get a jump on my spring. So I'll start them early in January or February, and then I will transfer them outside in April after there is no chance of frost. The reason that I do seeds this way is because it's a little bit more guaranteed for my seeds to do better, since I'm going to be working with a grow light and a heat pad. So let's get started. So what we're going to do first is we will take some soil. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess. We'll take a little bit of plant food, and we're going to mix this in here. Excuse me. And then we're going to mix a little bit of water in here. See this consistency? It's pretty damp. Now we're going to take our little trays here, and you're just going to fill up your tray with soil. Plop it down a couple times to get all the air bubbles out. Good. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to keep this tray underneath it. Let's do some snapdragons. They're my favorite. These are Madame Butterfly, a mix here, and I'm just going to make a couple little holes. You don't really need big holes when they're this small like this. I usually take a toothpick. You take your vermiculite, and we're just going to sprinkle it over the top. The seeds are so little, and when they start coming up out of the soil, you want them to come out without any real problem, and this vermiculite is really lightweight. One of the most important parts, put what they are. So these are snapdragons. Make sure that you date it. These come with a little lid. It's got some little holes here for air, but we want to keep it humid while the seeds are getting started. This is a heat mat. Warm heat on the bottom really helps the germination of most of my seeds. I set this little sensor inside of here, and then I'm going to set this to 74. So this is my grow light. You want your grow light to be pretty close to your seeds. Otherwise, your seeds will be trying to get to the light, and they're going to become leggy. I've got a little auto timer connected to my light here. Anytime that it needs water, I'll check on it every couple of days and feel, and if the soil feels a little dry, add water into the tray. What do you think? I take the heat mat off once they have all germinated, and then I just keep the light going until April, and then I'll put them out in the garden. What are you going to grow this year?
with my sister Heidi.
You're gonna grow stuff with me?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Indy's got a whole farm to grow things on.
Yes, she does.
Don't you? What animals do you have on your farm?
We don't have pigs.
Oh, you used to have pigs. You getting goats? You got chickens,
Goats and chickens,
horses.
horses, and a donkey named Dolly.
A donkey named Dolly, that's right.
This looks like goldenrod to me. We get a lot of this on our property. I didn't really look at what they were called. I probably should have done that. But, oh well.
Oh well.
Oh man. I was thinking the other day, at what point can someone call themselves a gardener? You know, like, and it made me think, at what point do you think you become a musician?
Right. It's just when you start doing it. It's just when you decide to do it.
Just to do it. Yes? Okay.
That's right. That's
do
exactly right. Just do it.
Have you ever heard somebody say something about a green thumb?
No.
You haven't heard that? Well, people say that a lot to me. I don't have anything like special that somebody else doesn't have.
You should see our houseplants.
Yeah, I'm not a houseplant kind of gal.
Sometimes.
This is the last one
Sometimes,
that's
yeah.
alive.
But
Sometimes I like gardening and plants a lot.
you like gardening and plants a lot sometimes? Awesome. The green thumb thing, it's not real. All I did was I became obsessed and I read a bunch of books and watched a bunch of videos and, you know, just learned about it. Whenever people say, oh, you have a green thumb, I always think like, oh, you could have one too. It's just a matter of learning. Andy,
I like it too.
you like it? Still?
Yeah.
You love it?
Wow. Since we're talking about trying new things, I thought today it would be fun to end the episode with us trying something very new and very different. Heidi's going to perform a cover of Hank Williams' Cold Cold Heart on her flowers.
Can you see my flowers okay? Is that better?
Pretty.
I tried so hard to show you, dear, you're my every dream. Yeah, you're afraid each thing I do is just an evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? I tried so hard to show you, dear, you're my every dream. Yeah, you're afraid each thing I do is just an evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind, melt your cold, cold heart?
At what point does a pile of flowers become a bouquet? Or a person become a gardener? The answer might lie in our commitments, in the stories we tell ourselves. Musicians, gardeners, siblings, soulmates.
And that's all.
Until next time.
Find something you love and do it every day.
Bye.
Nice, dude.